What's going on, guys? TKD1 to the video, and we're going to be back here unveiling and reviewing the official Xbox E3 2017 press conference that they just got done wrapping up. Now, as you know, just talk about last video, I understand that I had my glasses on, you know, a little bit of glare, it looked really dumb. The glasses are off. Let's get right into this breakdown here. Now, they did a lot of things, so like this might be a little bit longer video. Just hang there with me. We will get through all of it in its entirety, right? So starting off here, they start off a show with the Xbox Scorpio. Of course, they had to get it out there. They had to, you know, name it and everything, and they named it Xbox One X. Now, I don't like that name, right? Now, for reasons that are a little bit not really, you know, kind of individualized towards me, but more as a more of a consumer standpoint, where like, you know, if you go into a store, right, or if you ask your mom, like, hey mom, you know, like, just imagine if you were like a little kid and you want the Xbox One X, right? You go to your mom and, hey, listen, mama, listen, I want the Xbox One X, right? They go into the store, Xbox One X, Xbox One S, you know what I'm saying? Like, they sound a little bit too close to each other, so I feel like that's gonna cause maybe a little bit of confusion. Maybe I'm dumb, maybe that's probably not gonna happen, but I just feel, you know, I just feel like that might happen in a, you know, kind of case by case basis, right? So name is kind of it's whatever, it's a name, it's not a big deal, but the console, actually looking at it, it looks aesthetically awesome, it looks great, it's very, very slim, it's very nice, and it looks exactly like the Xbox One S. So if you like that, you know, kind of style and design of it, it is the exact same variant, just actually smaller, which is weird to me, right? Somehow they made the Xbox One X smaller than the S, and just smaller than any other console that's out right now, which I don't understand how they did. I was like, bruh, how? Like, so that was a great feat to see. And also they announced that it will be launching on November 7th is the official release date. So there you go. November 7th is the official release date for Xbox One X, not Scorpio, Xbox One X. And they also announced that you'll be able to use all of your Xbox One accessories and games will work with the X. So that's pretty good as well. So if you get any controllers from that website where you can, you know, just like pick your colors and design, whatever, you can, you know, all use that stuff on the Xbox One X. Then it went on to Forza Motorsport 7, which again, you know, racing game, cool, whatever, stuff like that. It looked pretty, obviously, you know, because what racing game doesn't look pretty on a console, you know, whatever, you know, I'm beside the point. And then they debuted like a brand new Porsche, it was like the 2018 G2R, like whatever. And then they went on about talking about this random car in the middle of the gaming, you know, conference, which was like, all right, so Microsoft to do. But it'll be running at 4K, 60 FPS, native 4K at that, and it'll be out October 3rd. So if you check out that if you like Forza. Then they wanted to explain that, you know, they'll be kind of unveiling 42 games in total in this, you know, whole entire conference, and then 22 exclusive games that are coming to Xbox, kind of you know, the Xbox family, right? So that's, you know, Windows 10, etc., stuff like that, right? And so that was cool, you know, like that was true, actually, not even cool, like it was true, it came to fruition. Like we got a lot of games, but a lot of them were kind of short, you know, small games that we will go into a little bit later. Then they went on to unveil the new Metro game called Metro Exodus, which looks really, really dope. It's looking really cool. They had, you know, a bunch of different creatures and stuff like that, and the detail of it, like there was a point in the trailer where you know, this guy was running away from this giant bear looking thing that had like a bunch of nipples a bunch of nipples, but you know, like, oh, my apologies on that, he was you know, running towards the cliff, right? And when he stopped to, you know, make sure that, you know, he didn't fall, you know, rocks fell down below. So that was a really cool moment right there, like shows the detail and stuff like that. So definitely hyped about that level of detail in the new Metro game. And it is coming to PS4, Xbox One, and PC. So you'll be able to play that on all consoles, etc. So don't be worried about any Xbox exclusivity. Now going on, they officially unveiled and finally, you know, those big snakes, all that good stuff, so looking great there. And you know, it looked a lot of the same, like it looked just more the same, honestly, in my opinion. There wasn't anything too drastically different or too, you know, I guess not really improved, but it looked good. It just looked good, right? And there was some cool stuff in there, but it didn't really blow me away personally. And you know, as we all know, they took a year off to kind of focus on this game, but it looked, you know, a little bit here and there, whatever. But it's coming out October 27, 2017. So on October 27, you'll be able to pick up Assassin's Creed Origins. Now going on, this is one of the big announcements this conference, and it was that they landed the console exclusivity of PlayerUnknown's Battleground, which is an absolutely huge game right now on PC. A lot of people are playing it, a lot of people are streaming it, like it's a huge game right now. And I think it's by the guy that I don't know if he made DayZ or made like some other game. I forgot what it was. I don't think it's DayZ. It was like another type of game where it's a, you know, like arena battle royale thing, and you know, he wants to make this, and it is coming to Xbox One exclusive apparently. But they kept doing this weird thing where it was like exclusively coming this year, then they did like launch exclusive, right? So I'm not sure if that can mean like launch exclusive is like a time exclusive. Maybe that's their new terminology, I guess. But it looked cool, it looked awesome, and that is a great grab for Xbox as well. Then they went on to announce this game called Deep Rock Galactic, which looks like as if Minecraft was on steroids. There was like shooting, like spiders and stuff, and it had really cool art style as well. Like a really good art style. It looked cool, looked ambitious, so definitely like that as well. Then moving on, they wanted to State of Decay 2, which had literally too long of a trailer. Like that trailer lasted way too long. It was like a 6-minute ordeal, and it like lost its hype and it dipped. Like it was too long, right? It was way too long. But overall, it was pretty good, and it was announced for spring 2018. Now a lot of people were saying that is a little bit, you know, a little bit too late, honestly. Like they wish it was coming a little bit sooner, and I felt like it would, you know, kind of just like would have been better in 2017 since they showed off State of Decay 2 last year in 2016. So, you know, a little bit late, a lot of people were saying. But hey, you know, to each his own, whatever, stuff like that. I never played it, so I don't know. Next up, they announced the Darwin Project. The Darwin Project looked hype, man. Like it looks like a battle royale game meets Overwatch. It looked really cool. Aesthetic. The only thing that I will say is that like during the conference they had some random shoutcaster on the side of the stage. I was like screaming at everybody. That was, well, you know, that was whatever. But the actual game looks really cool, and the name's really cool as well. Obviously, driving from, you know, Charles Darwin and stuff like that. So definitely cool looking as well. Then we wanted to talk about Minecraft, where they are now unifying all of the kind of versions of Minecraft on platforms, right? So we're looking at mobile, VR, PC, and consoles. All of them are unifying in some way. There's going to be now massive servers that people can, I guess, buy out and stuff like that, so that's really cool as well. Also, they announced Switch for the Minecraft. I don't know if Minecraft was announced for Switch, but they just mentioned it there just in case that wasn't public knowledge. I think it was, but I don't know, I guess maybe I missed it, I don't know, who knows. But then they announced the super duper graphics package, and it is coming later this year, and it's basically going to give the game new skyboxes, new lighting, you know, like I guess up-res textures for 4K, and that was okay, cool, awesome. Like, glad you're supporting Minecraft. I don't play Minecraft, but you know, to each his own. It was cool. And then shout out to Omega Pro. he damn near lost his mind here when they announced this, but they announced Dragon Ball Z Fighters, and it will be having a closed beta on PS4 and Xbox One before the summer ends. I don't think they gave a release window or like a release title, but Omega Pro was losing his mind, so definitely rose up to that. And they announced this other game called Black Desert. It's an MMORPG. It looked intriguing, looked cool, not really my cup of tea. I'm probably not going to touch it at all, but it looked pretty cool just to mention it as well. Now, a game that looked super dope, looked absolutely freaking awesome, right, was The Last Night. The Last Night looked so cool, so edgy. It was like an 8-bit character, and you were in this like cool like noir type of city. Like it looked awesome. Like I want to play that game like high key, right? It's a platformer, and it'll be coming out. They didn't really, you know, give a release date, whatever, or like a release window, but it is coming out eventually, and I'll be definitely checking that out because that looks super hype, man. Then they announced a game that was a platformer, right? And it's called The Artful Escape. Now, it looked like, honestly, like you were on acid in this game. Like, there were pretty colors and stuff like that, and you were wielding a guitar and, like, doing all this crazy stuff. It looked interesting. I don't think I'd touch it, but it looks pretty cool, honestly. Then they went on to announce a game called Code Vein, coming in 2018, and basically how a lot of people were describing it was basically an anime Dark Souls. I've never played Dark Souls in my life, so I can't really speak to Dark Souls. I know it's like supposed to be like a very hard game, like a very, you know, rigorous and challenging game. I never played it, it. So I guess if you like Dark Souls and you like anime, I guess, you know, this is kind of like the mesh you must do, and it's coming in 2018. And then they went on to announce Sea of Thieves, which they didn't announce. They, you know, said for the umpteenth time, for the umpteenth press conference, they wanted to show another long demo of Sea of Thieves, and they showed some on-foot gameplay, which looked pretty cool, I guess, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people are just like, yo, like, put out this game, man, like, put out this game ready. And we are surprisingly not getting this game until early 2018, which I'm just like, bro, like, you need to drop that game. Like, just get that game out there, because that game has been, like, just recycled after a press conference and whatever, and it's like, dude, like, we need to just get the game out and just let it be, honestly. And it is a Play Anywhere title as well for Xbox and PC, so you'll be able to, I believe Play Anywhere lets you buy it on PC and you get it on Xbox. I believe that's what it is. I don't think it's crossplay. I think that's everything, but yeah, you'll be able to, you know, be able to do that for Sea of Thieves. They went on to unveil Tacoma, which is not an unveiling, but they showed off, you know, a little bit of Tacoma. It's coming to the, you know, Xbox One X and stuff like that, and it's coming out August 2nd, so pretty soon here we'll be getting our hands on Tacoma. It looked cool, it looked dope. Then they went on to announce this like kid platformer type game called Super Lucky's Tale. You know what, man, look, okay, beside the point, it looked like a kid game, you know, whatever, you know, you can get all the jokes over, but the little guy looked cute, bro. Like, it was a nice, lighthearted game, if you will. And it's coming out November 7th, so it is an official launch title for the Xbox One X. So you'll be able to play that platformer, looking cool, looking dope. You know what I'm saying? Little guy looked awesome. And then the infamous game Cuphead, right? We've all been talking about Cuphead. We all want it. They had basically like development hell for the past few months, a few years now. And it is finally coming out here on September 29th. So we'll be able to put our, you know, eases to rest and finally get Cuphead. A lot of people wanting it. A lot of people have been kind of waiting for it, anticipating it. Now it's finally happening. Good on them. Crackdown 3 looked absolutely amazing, right? And this is one of the games that I feel is very, very crucial, because this is like one of the only games that we had before this conference that a lot of people knew was coming. A lot of people wanted, you know, really wanted it. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people were very anxious about Crackdown 3. Now we got official news on it. Terry Crews is in it. That's awesome. Terry Crews did this like super cool live action trailer type of thing for E3. It looked great. It looked awesome. It was funny as hell. You know what I'm saying? And it's coming out November 7th. So that is a launch title for the Xbox One X. That is a great title to put maybe in the bundle for the Xbox One X. Like, I feel like that'd be a great bundle to put in it. But overall, it was a very cool thing to have Crackdown 3 as a launch title. I feel like that's a very smart move, a very good move on Xbox One X's success as well. Then they had this quick scissor reel of basically them supporting Idea Xbox, the indie initiative for Xbox, stuff like that. So that was really quick. There's a bunch of indies that, you know, I couldn't even write down. I'm not gonna get time to write down or talk about at that. But they showed off this one game called Ashen. It looked interesting to me. It looked cool, honestly. They had like a bunch of you know, models that had no faces, and there was like a bunch of enemies that had no faces as well. So I'm sure that's something, you know, like in the narrative or story about it. But overall, it looks pretty cool. Keep your radar out for Ashen. You know, I felt like that was a pretty cool game. Then they announced the Life is Strange sequel. Now, it's not a sequel, it's a prequel. It's called Life is Strange Before the Storm. And I haven't played Life is Strange yet. I have it downloaded on my PS4 through the PlayStation Plus games for July, but I'll be definitely streaming that as soon as I get back from this trip, guys. I'll be definitely, like, my suitcase is somewhere over there. But I will be definitely streaming that, hopefully, and playing through Life is Strange, because a lot of people say it's really good. A lot of people are liking it. I should play it, honestly, and I'll get to that as soon as I can. And the actual prequel to this, so Life is Strange Before the Storm, is coming out August 31st, so pretty soon here we'll be getting that as well. It's an episodic type of game, so, you know, it's kind of like Telltale games where they release you know, the whole game in waves and episodes, so it's kind of like that. Looking really cool, looking really good. Then they showed off a little bit of Shadow of War. You know, it looked cool, it looked awesome, but then again, I'm not really into Lord of the Rings, so I can't really, you know, relate, or I can't really, you know, like see it in a different vein. But the first game got a lot of good reception and good critical acclaim, so hopefully I'll get to that at some point this year. I probably won't, but you know, just to be honest with you guys, like, probably won't. But it looked cool, it looked awesome if you liked Shadow of Mordor, the first one of that, and it's coming out October 10th. And then they showed off Ori and the Will of the Wisps, which is a tongue twist of a name, but The original Ori and the Blind Forest game was, you know, received very, very well, and this game looks extremely pretty, man. Like, it looks a little bit like the graphic fidelity and like the kind of overall kind of aesthetics of the Last Night, where I said it was, you know, like that game looks awesome. But, you know, Ori here, the Will of the Wisp, looks really cool, looked awesome. It just looks good. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it looks good. I don't know what else you want me to say. It looks awesome. And then next up here, we got the announcement from Xbox that original Xbox games will be coming to backwards compatibility to the Xbox One. So that is a big, huge announcement. I was obviously too young to play original Xbox. I wasn't where, you know, and I had a PS2. Like, I had, you know, PS1, PS2. I've always been PlayStation. You know, like, you all know that that's my bread and butter. But if you wanted to play original Xbox games, you could do that here on the Xbox One, and it's launching later in 2017. So it's coming out pretty fast here. You'll be able to play your original Xbox games on the Xbox One platform. And then they announced, which I don't know why this needed an announcement really, but they announced that, you know, we will now be getting a free 4K patch for some games that will be enhanced on the Xbox One X, obviously. So if you own, like, Gears of War was one of the titles, Halo 5, you'll be able to get a free 4K update for those games. And I felt like that was not needed to be said, because why would you charge us for an update of a game that we already have? You know what I'm saying? So that was pretty self-explanatory. That was just, you know, just to be said. Then they announced the Xbox One's price. The Xbox One X will be priced at $499, $500, right? I feel like, again, like I said before in my previous videos, like, that was kind of the maximum price. I feel like that is the max price that you could have asked for this console. I feel like that is a reasonable price. I feel like a lot of people, you know, that are into gaming will pay that. So I feel like that is a definite safe price. $499 for the Xbox One X. And then to steal the entire show, to steal the entire thing, for me, in my opinion, they unveiled Anthem. We saw it yesterday at EA's conference, and Anthem looks so good. Honestly, that is the best game I saw here on Microsoft Conference. Anthem, of course, by BioWare, and you are wearing these exosuits that are called Javelins, and they're basically Iron Man suits, like, to a T. They are basically Iron Man suits, and he was flying through air, on land, and water. Like, it looked so dope. It had me so hyped, man. And then it's an open world multiplayer game, so it's a little bit in the vein of Destiny in that way, of which kind of like, I'm like, oh, okay, so it's kind of a little bit like a little bit like Destiny in a way. And it is coming in 2018. I don't believe that date at all. It's not coming in 2018. I doubt that date to the highest key. I doubt that date 100%. There's no way the game's coming out in 2018, man. Unless, you know what, unless, you know, to be fair, we don't know how long they've been working on this game, right? You know, they could have been started this, you know, maybe before or after the short launch of Mass Effect 3 was launched. Like, maybe they've been working on that for that long, because if you guys didn't know, BioWare kind of split to work on two games. One was Mass Effect Andromeda, and the other one was this game called Anthem now. So maybe it is ready for 2018. I don't buy it, but maybe it is. Anthem looks incredible. Definitely my game of the show currently right now. So overall, man, Xbox did a very, very great showing. It was a good conference overall. It didn't blow me away. It wasn't incredible in, you know, my personal opinion, but it was a very, very good conference. And they did what I feel they had to do, period, was they had to just show the games, and they showed plenty of games here. And you know, they have that great Crackdown 3 launch style for Xbox One X, so it's gonna be very good. And overall, great job, Xbox, good stuff. And we'll move on to what's next? Bethesda tonight. Now listen here, guys, Bethesda, I don't know how I'm going to cover Bethesda, Ubisoft, and PlayStation. I'm going to try and do it, guys. I'll be on the plane. I'll be traveling right now. I'm about to leave on vacation, stuff like that. So I'm going to be trying to put these videos out, guys, but I will do it. Somehow, a will is away. It may not be that day. It may be a little bit later, but I will get these videos out, guys. Just bear with me. I'm traveling. I'm literally going to be at like 30,000 feet when the PlayStation conference is going on. I'm going to try my best to get these videos out, guys, but we will see. We will make it happen, boys. Keep it locked on the channel, guys. If you enjoyed, make sure you like, subscribe, and share below. I appreciate you viewing me. Thanks for watching, and as always, I got you.